Ready?
Ready. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
One night in the spring of 1961, Noel Paul Stookey was approached by folk club owner and musician manager Albert Grossman, who said he was putting together a new folk trio. He asked Stookey if he was interested in joining, and Stookey said, "Nah."
For years, Grossman had longed to engineer a folk trio that would have an attractive female vocalist, like the Weavers, a comic, like the Limelighters, and close three-part harmony, like the Kingston Trio, but perhaps with a little more political edge.
Grossman approached Peter Yarrow, whose solo career he'd already been managing, and suggested he become part of a trio. Yarrow, who idolized Grossman, agreed to give it a try, and together they went on a hunt for a folk-singing comic and an attractive woman vocalist. One day, when they were at Izzy Young's Folklore Center in the village, Peter noticed a photo of Mary Travers on the wall and asked about her. Izzy Young said, "She's a good singer if you can get her to work." No, Mary wasn't lazy. She suffered from stage fright, and she only seemed comfortable singing in larger groups. But Grossman and Yarrow approached her, and she and Peter sang together, and it went well. But they still needed that third singer.
Yarrow and Travers then called Noel and went to his apartment. Stookey had already met Mary and had even once performed a song with her at the Gaslight. The three of them tried Mary Had a Little Lamb because Noel didn't really know any folk songs.
Wow.
They agreed they sounded pretty good, clear as a bell, according to Peter, and they began rehearsing. And thus began the trio's phenomenally successful 10-year stint, 8-year breakup, and enough Peter, Paul, and Mary reunion tours, TV specials, and albums to fill up another 28 years.
The song Lemon Tree off their debut album was Peter, Paul, and Mary's first charting song, and it reached number 35 with top 40 status for 2 weeks in June of 1962. It's based on a Brazilian folk song and compares love to a lemon tree. 1, 2, 3, 4.
When I was just a lad of 10, my father said to me, "Come here and take a lesson from a lovely lemon tree. Don't put your faith in love, my boy," my father said to me. "I fear you'll find that love is like the lovely lemon tree." Lemon tree, very pretty, and the lemon flower is sweet, but the fruit of the poor lemon is impossible to eat. Lemon tree, very pretty, and the lemon flower is sweet, but the fruit of the poor lemon is impossible to eat. One day beneath the lemon tree, my love and I did lie. A girl so sweet that when she smiled, the stars rose in the sky. We passed that summer lost in love beneath the lemon tree. The music of her laughter hid my father's words from me. Lemon tree, very pretty, and the lemon flower is sweet, but the fruit of the poor lemon is impossible to eat. Lemon tree, very pretty, and the lemon flower is sweet, but the fruit of the poor lemon is impossible to eat. One day she left without a word. She took away the sun and in the dark she'd left behind, I knew what she had done. She'd left me for another. It's a common tale but true. A sadder man but wiser now, I sing these words to you. Lemon tree very pretty, and the lemon flower is sweet, but the fruit of the poor lemon is impossible to eat. Lemon tree very pretty, and the lemon flower is sweet, but the fruit of the poor lemon is impossible to eat.